Hey, how's it going, everybody? My name is Python, and welcome to what is, unbelievably, the first video here on the Python MC channel here in 2026, here in March. Yeah, I didn't intend for that to happen, and of course I apologize for that. So I thought I'd use this video here today to explain what has been going on, only, yeah, it's been a very interesting start to 2026 for your boy. Now, apologies in advance, my friends, if my voice sounds a little bit bunged up or a little bit raspy. Yeah, I've been dealing with that for the last couple of days here. It sucks, considering I need my voice in order to make YouTube videos, but hey-ho, it is what it is. In fairness, though, it's probably been well overdue. Only last year, 2025, I didn't get a cold, like, at all. The last cold I did get was in summer of 2024, would you believe? I'm going to try and power through this anyway, because I really do feel like I owe you folks an explanation as to where I've been, what I've been up to, and what you could potentially expect on this channel, and maybe just to have a little bit of a heart-to-heart. Maybe we can try and figure some stuff out together for the future. So the first thing to mention, and it's the biggest thing to mention as well, I'm actually back to being a full-time YouTuber once again. Now that I'm not working for the job that I was, I guess I could talk a little bit more about what actually happened and what I did. Basically, I was an accounts administrator for a company. I'm not going to name them or anything like that. When I first started the job, it was mostly sort of, I don't know, working with numbers and data entry and all that kind of stuff. Stuff which I am more than capable of doing. But as time went on, specifically since the beginning of this year, I was starting to get trained on other bits and bobs that just don't agree with the sort of person I am. Now, to be fair, these aspects of the job, they were technically listed in the job description, and here's the weird thing. I didn't actually apply for that job role. There were two reasons I didn't apply for the job role, but hey-ho, either way, to get a job you didn't even apply for, it's pretty cool, and, you know, I'll always give them props for giving me a chance. But ultimately, one of those two things, you know, one of the two reasons that I didn't apply for the job, basically caused me to go into a full-on anxiety panic attack phase, and I faced having nausea every single morning without fail after waking up, and sometimes it just wouldn't subside during the day. I'd just feel nauseous all day on account of the anxiety, and it was because I was being trained to do this one thing. You know, one of the reasons I didn't go for the job role. And the other thing that I didn't apply for the job for, I actually managed to overcome quite nicely. It was not too bad, to be honest with you, but the second thing was not great. It really wasn't. It wasn't for someone of my let's say personality composition. I don't know. That sounds like such a weird thing to say, but basically, in my view, it was something that was destined more for someone who's got a bit more of a commanding alpha presence. Now, you guys know me by now. I'm not that sort of person. I will do anything to avoid confrontation. It's just who I am. But anyways, ultimately, the job role wound up not being for me, and I had to do something about the ongoing anxiety. So I called a meeting with my boss and HR, and we all mutually decided the role wasn't for me. And here I am today, back on YouTube, full time. Now, for any of you guys who don't know, I do have another channel, Python GB, and I have been posting a ton of Terraria content since I did leave that job back in mid-February. In fact, I've been maintaining daily content over on there, so if you do want some content to watch in the meantime while I try and get things started back up here, by all means, check out my other channel, Python GB. Now, in terms of this channel, I must admit, I'm not entirely sure what to do just yet. I've had a fair amount of time to try and think about it, but I'm struggling to find a way forward, if I'm being honest with you. The last time I spoke about this channel's future was actually on two videos. There was one which was, I think, called the Bittersweet Birthday Update or something like that. Needless to say, that has been unlisted / privated now, and that's because there's not much use leaving that video up now, is there, since I'm back? And then the other video I somewhat talked about this channel's future was on the return episode to the original Python's World, episode 226. And basically, I implied that this channel would pretty much exclusively be for Python's World, and I'd just keep that going forevermore on this channel. Now, here's the thing. At the time of making those two videos, I wasn't a full-time YouTuber. I was only going at it as just a part-time hobby. Now that I'm back to doing this thing full-time though, I need to start thinking about what I could do with this channel to maybe help get it back on track. And the unfortunate thing is, I'm not entirely sure continuing a multiple 100-episode long Let's Play, the original Python's World, is the way to go. I love that world. I really do. I love that world. I love that series. I love every memory that is attached to it. I love the fact that it was the series that originally skyrocketed this channel from the get-go, and I love everything that I've done on it. There's so many more projects yet to do on there. But in terms of getting those episodes to be promoted in YouTube suggestions or on search or whatever, I need to somehow think of a way to structure the episodes, maybe the titles, maybe the thumbnails, whatever it may be, so that the episodes bring in new audiences as well as existing audiences. And that, my friends, is a very, very fine line to walk, because do I not put the episode numbers on the titles and thumbnails? If I do that, maybe the existing viewers will lose track of where I am in my series. But then the upside of that is maybe those episodes will act as standalone episodes, thus helping bring in some new eyes in. I just don't know. I honestly don't know. Like I said, it's a very fine line between catering for existing audiences, which of course I want to do because you folks are amazing, and it's because of your support that I'm even able to return to doing YouTube full time. And the other side of it being, I want to, encourage new folks to watch as well. So yeah, it's a difficult one, my friends. A very, very difficult one indeed. But that's just Python's what I'm talking about. There's other things that I do want to do. Potentially some other Minecraft series, side series, challenge series. I want to bring back Vintage Story. But there's a whole different roost of questions that I want to ask regarding Vintage Story. In a nutshell, I can see Vintage Story going in one of three directions. Number one, I'd bring it back to this channel with a new series for the upcoming 1.22 update, which at the time of me making this video, literally today, they started on the release candidate phase for that update. And holy crap, there are some amazing additions to come, my friends. There really, really is. The second option is, in order for me to stick to my word, having this be just a Minecraft channel again, perhaps I tried to move Vintage Story over to the GB channel. I don't know. Maybe that could be the way to go. Or, alternatively, and this is very much a wild card option, number three is I start an entirely different channel just for Vintage Story, or a channel for other survival games. I don't really know. I love survival games. I love survival sandbox games. Maybe that survival channel can have Ark on it as well. So it could be Ark and Vintage Story. I don't know. Like I said, that's a bit of a wild card option. The big negative to that is that channel wouldn't be earning anything, which for me as a full-time YouTuber is a bit of a yikes, really. But I don't know. Maybe it's one of those things where if I put enough time into it, perhaps it will encourage a whole different roost of folks to subscribe to and watch the new channel. I don't know just yet. I really, really don't. This is all sort of me thinking aloud. Now, of course, if you folks have any input on the matter, do let me know. All I know is I do want to bring Vintage Story back. Very, very much so. I'm just not sure where to just yet. Now, because this is a heart-to-heart video, and I like to use these videos as kind of like an open forum, by all means, if there are any Minecraft stuffs that you might want to see in the form of a series, a short series, a hardcore series, whatever it may be, if you have any ideas, please do let me know in the comments area down below. There's no bad suggestions. I will read each and every single one of them, and I realize there might be a small set of folks that might be like, oh, Python, you can't stick to anything, can you? But to you I say, it's the cycle of life. You try and experience new things. Some of them just don't wind up working out. In this case, that is exactly what's happened. All that's left to say, of course, is a massive, massive thank you to each and every single one of you folks who have been super patient with me, especially during this year with no content here on the MC channel. I really do appreciate it. Of course, again, anything you want to say, head down to the comments area, be it a suggestion or a bit of feedback or anything, constructive criticism. I always appreciate that. But yeah, aside from that, I do want to thank you for watching. Thank you very much again for all of your patience and your support. I truly do appreciate it. And I'm very much looking forward to bringing back content full-time on this channel as well as the Python GB channel. For now, though, have a great rest of your day.